Okay, so I just took these out of the barrels and I want to go through them and see which one I'm going to move on to step 2 and which ones I'm going to put back in step 1, if I'm going to move any of them on to step 2, that is. Check out this beauty right here. This one could go on to step 2. It just has this little piece right here. Hold on, I gotta zoom in. There's a rough spot, but I'm pretty sure that'll be gone away in step 2. So this is the first one I'm gonna put in this barrel. That's gonna be the step 2 barrel. That's gonna be back in step 1 for another 2 more weeks. Let's check some more out. This one, I'm feeling like has a few rough spots right here. Rough spot right there. And another one right here. So those are gonna go in step 1. Let's continue to check out the rest of them. This one right here is almost ready for step 2, but it has these little holes up here with the black dirt, so that's gonna go to step 2 barrel. So you can check them out, which one's going to, oh, that's step 1, I mean step 1 barrel, this is step 2. Let's check this one out. Pretty smooth all around. Throw that one back in step 1. Let's check this one out. Come on, camera, focus. There we go. After it dried off, let's get it wet one more time and check it out. There's some little tiny spots on there, but I think those should go away in step 2. So 2 for the step 2 barrel, and we got 3 over here in step 1. This is definitely another one for step 1 because it has this big rough spot up here. Most of the rest of the rough stuff already grinded off. Really windy up here, so the rocks are going to dry off pretty fast. Sorry about that. This next one right here. This one is definitely going back to step 1. All these rough spots right here. Let's move on to this one. This one is definitely looking like step 2. Little spot right here, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be all smoothed out in step 2. Check on this other one. That's going back in step 1 because I've seen too many rough spots on that one. Man, why is this camera not focusing? This one has some holes up here on the top, so that's going to go back to step 1 because the holes are really deep. Let's check out some more. This one is most likely gonna go back to step 1. It's kind of large, plus it has some rough spots up here on the top of it that I want to get rid of. This one's definitely going back to step 1. This white stuff, this volcanic ash, but it polishes up pretty nice, so I just want to get the real rough spots like the ones you can see with dirt, and this one's going to be a nice beauty. Plus it has another hole at the top as well. This one's definitely ready for step 2, but that big hole right there, I'm thinking I might cut that one off with the saw. I'm not sure, but we have some other holes as well, so I might as well just throw it back in with step 2. If the holes don't wear down enough, then I am going to cut it with the saw. And again, I have to wet them again because it's really windy and dry out here. This one has some really bad rough spots, so that's definitely step 1. But as you can see, it's going to come out really nice. Check this one out. Colors in there, oranges and reds, but it has rough spots on this side, so that's definitely going to be in step 1. I'm not too sure if I'm going to get a step 2 batch filled all the way up. I might. This one only has a few small tiny holes that are most likely going to go away in step 2, so now we have 4 for step 2 and almost a half a barrel for step 1. So right now it's not looking good for step 2. This one has this crack at the bottom and a few rough spots, so that is definitely a sign that it needs to go back into step 1. It's going to get a little bit smaller, but that's what it's doing with the grit. It's just grinding it down, making it smaller and smoother. This one's really big, but it has nice colors in there. Nice reds and oranges in this one. When you get it wet, here we go. Look at the colors in there. Has rough spots on the bottom, sides, and it's kind of big. So step 1, and then let's move on to some other ones. This one has holes in it, so step 1 it is, and it's probably going to be really small after a while. Looks like a little boomerang. But you see those holes? I want to wear those down. So I'm going to throw this one back in step 1. And we're going to keep moving on. What up, Ray? I'm just trying to decide which one of these I'm gonna put in step 1, put back in step 1, and then which ones I'm gonna move on to step 2. And this one is looking like a step. This one's looking like a step 1 right here. Take a look real quick off camera. And this one is gonna be step 2. So now I have 5 for step 2 and a half a barrel for step 1. Gotta spray them off again because it's hot up here and windy. Not as windy though. Oh, happy 4th. These are the ones that I cut last time. I decided to throw them in a tumbler. And this one looks like it could go into step 2, but have some little holes. I'm thinking step 2. What are you doing, buddy? Are you barbecuing today for the 4th? Everybody asked me about barbecue, and I'm like, I'm not gonna barbecue. I got rocks to check. I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking. And I have stuff to do at home. This one has a few rough spots. Yeah, that one's gonna go back to step 1. And then let's check this one out. It has a few rough spots right here. Oh, okay, yeah, me and my girlfriend are probably gonna go to the fireworks later on tonight. Right here at the Adelanto Stadium. I think they're gonna have a fireworks show tonight. I think it's free, so we're gonna be there. Oh, we got chilling with Momo over here. Hey man, did you put the rocks in the tumbler, Momo? Or Mono? Chilling with Mono. Mono, did you put the rocks in the tumbler? The one that I gave you. Oh yeah, that reminds me, Ray, I got a bag of rocks for you. I think I'm gonna throw this one in step 2. It's not really that bad, so. I have this little small chip that I found. Tiny chip. That one's going back to step 1 because it has all this rough stuff at the top. Okay, let's move on. What do we have here? This one's looking like a moss agate. But again, the wind is drying everything out. Oh, that's the mono right there. Come on. San Carlos agate. What is San Carlos agate? This one is looking like back to step 1. I see some rough spots. It's kind of small, but throw that in step 1. Try to move on. This one right here has a few little small rough spots. I think I'm gonna put these in step 1 for a week. Oh, okay, cool. I can't wait to see them then. This one has rough spots. Back to step 1. Kind of wet. No, we're done. I got weeks before these get done. Yeah. This one has some rough spots, even a little hole right there with some dirt. That one's gonna go back to step 1. And this one seems like it's ready for. Wait a minute. I see a little crack right there. Oh, I think that's from the saw. Yeah, I'm gonna put that one back in step 1. Where's all the barbecue at? Where's all the barbecue at? Got a few others. I went to a rock show in San Isabel last Friday. Where in the world is that? I don't know where that's at. I've never been there. This one is a definite one that's ready for step 2. What up? I got a long way to go, a long way with these. Maybe about a month and a half, maybe a month and a half. This one is got a little small, little rough spot right here. But it's kind of large, so I'm gonna throw it in step 1. Make it a little bit smaller. This one right here, a little small little nick right there, but down by San Diego. Oh, okay, cool. I've been meaning to go rock hounding, but I haven't been rock hounding lately. Oh, look at this one. This one's definitely ready for step 2. Yeah, right there. Small little rough spot right here, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna go away in step 2. Throw that in there. I'm getting close to, almost close to a half a barrel of step 2. Oh, and Ray, here's the stuff that you asked me if it polishes. That white stuff, it actually polishes. Once you get that rough stuff out of there, I mean the rough layer, it actually polishes pretty nice. It's really smooth right here. So the white stuff is harder than we thought it was. See, this is the rough side, and this is the smooth side. This one needs to go back in step 1, and continue looking in this little basket. Found this few little small rough spots on this one, but this one is pretty much ready to move on. So that's gonna go in step 2. And again, I'm gonna need to spray these with water because if I don't, you won't be able to see the colors because they dry off so fast. This one has a small little rough spot at the bottom. I think I'm gonna put this one back. Nah, I'm gonna put this one in step 2 and see what it does. If it doesn't go away, eventually I'll put it back in the barrel with step 1 later on. Let's check this one out. Again, I find these in little small chips. This is another chip that I found. And it don't look like it's ready to go to step 2, so step 1 barrel to go. Now we got this one right here. Come on, camera, focus. That one's ready for step 2, so I'm gonna throw it in step 2. It looked like the step 2 barrel is filling up. Let's check this one out right here. small little rough spots on this one. My neighbor is setting off fireworks. Here we go with this one. Come on, focus. Got some rough spots on this one. I'm going to throw this one back in step 1. The rough spots aren't that bad. We'll throw to step 2. This one is a definite step 2. Again, I find these in little small chips just like this. Hopefully I'll find a big one pretty soon. Let me get this one wet again because the sun is drying everything out. That one's going to step 2. Step 2 barrel's filling up. Step 1 is almost half full. The sun is going away. It's another nice one. Has a little sharp spot up here. Maybe from a break or something, so probably throw that one in step 1. It's just, yeah, I'm gonna throw that one in step 1. And move on to the rest. This one's definitely ready for step 2. Another little small chip that I found. Someone took the big one. Where's the big ones? I need to find some of those super big ones. This one has a huge rough spot at the top, so that one is definitely going back in step 1. Some of these I want to cut them with my saw. Look at that red right there. Going back into step 1. This one should definitely go back into step 1. Actually, those it's like a Druzy cave. So this one could go on to step 2. This one doesn't have many rough spots. And that's another candidate for step 2. This one's not that bad. When I want to meet, let me see. I'm not sure. It's probably going to be sometime this week. I'll let you know. Maybe tomorrow. Because tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment, and I'm probably going to leave work and go to the doctor's appointment, and after that we can meet up. Got this other one right here that's perfectly ready for step 2. So I'm going to throw that one in step 2 and keep moving on. Got some rough spots on this one. So I think I'm going to throw that one back into step 1. Yeah, Friday, I don't know what I'm doing Friday either, to be honest. Got another candidate for step 2. Another candidate for step 2. So I'm getting close to half a barrel for step 2. This one, I think I'm gonna put it back in step 1. This one is a definite step 1 as well. This is the most perfect chip I've ever found. And this one's definitely going to step 2. It's ready for step 2 already. Let's move on to this one. This is a piece that I cut. I'm feeling like step 1. Yep, step 1. Let me get the rocks wet again. Oh, this one's perfect for step 1. I mean step 2. No rough spots at all. A little small, tiny one right here. That should go away. So step 2, that one goes. And this one is feeling a little bit rough. Not too rough. So that's going to go on step 2. And let's look at some more rocks and see where they're gonna go. Get them wet again. This one has some rough spots. Back to step 1. Has a few rough spots, but I think it's ready for step 2. It's looking promising for a batch of step 1 and step 2s as well. This one has a big rough spot right here. That's definitely step 1. Here we go with the fireworks. This one is definitely feeling like step 2. There's a little small spot up there. Okay. That's going to step 2. Oh, look at this little chip right here. This usually I find them like that, and then all rough on the back. Someone broke it off of a big chunk, and then they just left it behind. And I'm like, okay, I'll take it. Let's see if I can zoom in. Yeah, that one's definitely going back into step 1. I'm thinking this one is going to be a perfect candidate for step 2. There we go, we're filling it up. Got this one next. I think this one's definitely gonna go to step 2. Yeah, it's ready for step 2. We got the step 2 barrel right there, and a step 1 right here. Get them wet again. This one seemed like it definitely need to go back to step 1. This one should probably go to step 2. Ain't that many bad spots on that one. This one got that little crack right there. On the back side is pretty rough. Got some holes right here, so that's gonna go back into step 1. This little perfect piece right here is gonna go to step 2. So is this piece. This piece as well is moving on to step 2. Come on, camera, focus. Another small piece. Oh, dropped it. But it's definitely going to step 2. Another little perfect piece that wants to go to step 2. Stand up. I was thinking about putting all these in step 1 again, but then at the last second I decided, let me see if some of these are ready to go on to step 2. And I was right, some of them are. And some of them are just small tiny pieces, because that's how I found them, little tiny chips like this. So those are gonna go to step 2. I'm gonna check a few more out and see what stage they're at and where they're gonna be going to next. They're gonna go back to step 1, or they're gonna go on to step 2. This one has a little deep hole right there, but I'm pretty sure it can handle step 2. This one has like a little druzy vug. On both sides, so I think step 1 is just gonna wear that away. So that one's going to step 2, and this one I'll throw that in step 2 as well. Let's check out some more of this Petrified Palm Root. Jasperized Petrified Palm Root. Whatever. I gotta make a new name for this stuff. But this is perfect to go on step 2. And so is this one. Actually, this one has a really big crack down the middle, so I'll just put it in step 2 and see how it does. Last but not least, we have a few left in this little strainer that we're going to check out. This is one of the ones with the white stuff on there, a volcanic ash, and it's really smooth. That's going to step 2. Then we got another little chip that I found. Then I'm ready to move on to step 2 as well. Come on, focus. Here we go. This one, I think I'm gonna take it back to step 1. Step 1 barrel is almost full. And this is another one I'm gonna take back to step 1 because of all the holes. Got a few more. One side's pretty good, and the other side is rough. On to step 1. This one has a tiny rough spot. I'm just gonna move on to step 2, and this one just needs to be grinded down. So I'm gonna go to step 1. That one's in step 1. That one's in step 2. This one is a definite step 1. It's one of the ones that I cut on the saw. This one is a definite step 1. Come on, focus. So, and then this little one as well, I'm going to throw back into step 1. So, more for step 1. Let's get the rest of these rinsed off so I can check out where they're gonna go. This one for sure is gonna go to step 2. This one for sure is gonna go to step 2. This one's for sure is gonna go to step 2. Nice little druzy vug areas. Look at the colors and patterns. This one's ready to go to step 2. Let's check this one out. This one is looking like it's ready for step 2. Small little spots right here. One right there and another one right there, which should go away in step 2. And got this little small piece that I'm gonna throw in step 2. Amazing reds and a little bit of yellow on the end. Probably gonna grind away to nothing so it's so thin. Let's check out the other ones. Hey, this one's actually grinding down pretty well, and this came from a piece that I thought wasn't gonna be any good because it had a whole bunch of holes. Get it sprayed off again. Down to the last 3 in here. Most likely they're gonna roll step 1. Here come that wind. Ray, I got a big piece like this. It has lots of holes in here. Holes. But it's all these different colors: greens, yellows, orange. Hold on one second. And it's looking like these are gonna go to, this little one is gonna go to step 2, and the other 2 are gonna go back to step 1. So now I have a barrel half full and one that's 3/4 full. I have to go inside and find some more rocks to fill this barrel up. And I'll see you guys in about 2 weeks. Maybe about a week for this one, but I think maybe 2 weeks. See you guys in another 2 weeks. They should be ready. These should be ready to go on to step 2, and these should be ready to go on to step 3. So I'll see you guys in about 2 more weeks. I'm not gonna have you guys watching me rummage around looking for step 2s to put in here because I don't know exactly where they're at. So I'll see you guys in about 2 weeks. All right, bye. See you guys then.